All right, good late morning, everyone. Michael Venezia, head trader at Tradeview Markets. We're zoomed in. Good, man, a lot happening. A little tardy. I'll show you what happened and why as we look at the Tradeview Markets screen. Always listen, TradeGATEHub is we get to be so big as a firm. TradeGATEHub's all the way down here, and we have a lot of subscribers and we get a lot of accounts. We get a lot of live and demo accounts, what we do. So take a look around. All right, TradeGATEHub. If you're, you know what, a lot of good talk this morning. Trading macro. I know who's signed on. I know who's not. And believe me, we only have about, I would say, 7 to 10% of people that actually engage. Some of them are my peers that want to step on my toes, and I appreciate that as well. So we're getting, everybody's getting more engaged. For me, it's almost a moment by moment action as an active manager, if you will. Coach and I putting up tremendous amount of videos, getting more and more views. And we have the numbers as we almost approach 4,000 subscribers. We're getting like 100,000 subscribers, I would say a month. Yeah, maybe a little less. Okay, so let's get to what's going on. The reason why I said again, the reason why I am a little tardy is because this is what I was looking at. The last session here, last post. Nevada falls to session lows after erasing a 5% gain. Our friend the Rev, Nevada, very sharp reversal. The last time there was, I appreciate that age. I mean, I got, you know what, I'm going to take a step back because it's more important. And Hams or H, or I don't know what the moniker you want to be known at. I know you're very highly educated, and well as a friend of ours. So I don't know what, but it is fair. You know what I mean? I'm not, I'm a little bit. I'm a New Yorker. I'm old school. Uh, I believe. I learned the hard way. I didn't have a demo. And it doesn't mean that I'm here for everybody else not to learn the hard way. I used to read the printer, buy 100 shares of this, and then I write down my trades on paper, which I still do by now. By the way, hood's all over the place. Uh, but H, I'm gonna respond to you because you participate a lot, and I respect your opinion just as well. I digress. Okay, so what's going on? Let's look at the screen. All right, the last time SMCI reversed was a Friday. And here we go with the option flow. And here we go with the charts. Let's just get into something right now. IoT. Okay, here we are. SMCI, NVIDIA. All right, now, is this the whole question right now in the universe? Is this the top? I'm not that good at picking tops anymore. That's harder money. It's certainly breaking yesterday's close, has signs of it. Coach would be better at this. I think if it goes below 2 days, Coach would have a better. Oh, look at this. This thing is floating. But you know what? Other stocks are hanging in there. CLSK I just covered before I came on the air. All right, hold on. Let me make sure I'm on the right chart. Okay, so Avago set the tone for the bad semis. That's the one that tried to hang in there and it didn't. So Avago was the one that reported that everybody says, well, it was a good number and it's baked in by now. You don't really know yet. Avago never, the old Broadcom, never really made a new high. And I was just talking to Surf USA, Alexis, right before we got on the air, that MU had a reversal. All those calls all week long that were pouring into MU for this Friday expiration, especially the 100, is starting to unwind a little bit. I'm not saying the top is in MU. I probably want to buy it 97.5 or something like that. But that's what's going on right now. And let me just go to right here, and even my active page, my generic scanner. Let's go to by the way, my wife took a couple of anecdotes as I go here. My wife took my car this morning and I left my TradeGate hat in here. And now I'm sitting with this wool thing, even though it's still 42 degrees. I'm sorry about the appearance. And number two, I was going through my LinkedIn profile. It kind of spooked me. You know how it says like jobs and likes and everything, or jobs you may be interested? Usually it's what, a head trader. Sometimes I laugh at maybe assistant, something of, sometimes maybe I'm underqualified for some things. But a personal anecdote again is when I was looking on it, says job you might be interested in. It says a grocery bagger, and I go grocery bagger. I go, it freaked me out. I said, is that like an omen for me trading everything? God, knock on wood, I'm not trading check for check and everything, right? That we're all okay. But I'm like, I'm not a superstitious guy. I'll trade well, I'll throw whatever. I'm not really superstitious, but that one like, does somebody know something? That LinkedIn little throwing in there of maybe jobs you may be interested in as a grocery bagger freaked me out any more than anything Jay Powell would say. I'm not kidding, but I'm over it. I'm having a good day. All right, so what's going on here? Let's look at percent losers. It's a little after what, 11:15. So let's go percent losers last 60 minutes. We got a frame of reference. Okay. Nevada, Osea, by the way, brought up. All right, so all these NVDX and NVDLs are the two times and three times triple ETFs for NVIDIA. So NVIDIA should be up here, by the way, if all those are here. But what I want to bring in is the reversing on 100% volume, even though it is skewed on the way up. So we'll see what happens. For example, Mara. Well, you know what? Let's go percent losers 15 minutes. There's probably in the video on there now. Where are we? JMIA, Carvana. High of the day is 90. It's only 86, not giving it all back. Lyft, giving some back. AMD, that's important because we got some GPUs involved with. Let's go to the video. They're still going down. My God, look at this. Future's going negative in a major direction. Am I short anything? Am I long anything? Yeah, I'm long stuff. What am I doing? I just covered CLSK. I'm short something. ARM, BRT, man, they are killing these things. Oh, I'm short pins. There's freaking pins. This thing go negative pins? Not yet. But I'll show another 800, whatever it's going on. Wash trades, I have bids in. All right, so guys, I'm going live to what's going on here. I really want to get more active. VIX TLT. I said VIX calls were coming in right before I came on air. I said to Surfs Up Alexis that VIX calls were coming in for the first time in a while. So let's look at what's here and more important before my talking. This will give you clues. All right, Coke. Look at this. Coke on the highs. Pfizer on the highs. Enough said. NVIDIA reverses as the VIX goes higher. Coin bearish, Q's bearish, AMD bearish, Qualcomm bearish. They're selling all the semis again. Exxon near the highs. That says something right here. Exxon, Coke, and Pfizer at the highs. As the text, let's go to Microsoft and Apple. All right, let's go here. They're not even going down that hard now, Microsoft and Apple. Microsoft, you think in this NVIDIA situation, is not going down while the semis are going down. All right, no. What's Apple doing? There's NVIDIA. Hold on. Let's even go to another one, SMCI. SMCI compare against, let's go against Apple. Apple going up in this. Another example, not to trade the market, trade the stocks. So first of all, maybe I shouldn't be short pins. This bastard's hanging in there. I should be going along some cliff. We're going to live trading here. Apple going up nicely. So they're going to the mega caps. So they're not going to Avago. What's a good mega cap I can get into? Shop gave it all back. Mega caps are right here. Meta, pins, Roku. They're telling me Roku, but that's a bad breed. What are we going to go into here? What's taking calls? That's going to tell us. The whole premise of TGH is for stocks that in strong trends like an AMD or NVIDIA to take calls and start doubling down on the way down. But right now we don't see some of that. Apple highs. See, this is it right here. Apple. This is okay. I should know this. This is my job. But see all these smart guys. Bottom left, Apple relative strength. Apple highs. Exxon, Apple, Coke, Pfizer. You know what I'm long? Fact. Kentucky Fried Chicken. You're laughing at me. I bought it right before I came on the air. KHC. I didn't just pick KHC out of anywhere. I picked it because it was taking calls. Fact. All right, NXT, Coin, CELH. There you go. You want to try? Okay. CLH from 91 to 88. If anybody that's shorted, I get it. But it's not a, let's see yet if what happens. Run. Western Digital, GTLB, that broke a new low. That was a wise guy, smart trade. That broke, and it tried to have a dead cat bounce, and right through the new low at 58, Pure clean trade. Damn. GTLB was a clean trade. Another trade was what? ADM. I traded nicely. ADM's getting raided by the FBI literally yesterday. That's why it went down like that. So I saw ADM go to, I'm saying, I said the low yesterday was 53.40. I turned around this morning, it's 55.20. It's literally getting investigated. I said, enough said. And I learned a long time ago when they say the word accounting or fraud and those two together, and I am from Long Island, believe me, there's a lot of it on there both. I'm in it. So I shorted at 55, covered at 54.20, made my money back. I was shorted. Amazon, are they bouncing these things at all? Are they bouncing these things at all? Lyft is hanging in there. You know what's hanging in there? Google. It might be short-lived though. GM, where's GM? Lewis, beautiful chart on GM. I was going to email you or text you at 40. That's where you should have shorted General Motors, right over the 40 strike price for Friday. Boom. I'm short TPR. Rat go down. TPR. The rat. I think I covered some. TPR. I think I covered some settings. I think I was short 8,000. I think I covered 4,000. I'm short 3,200 TPR from 46.91. And you know what? I complicated things. I tried to pick a stock that wasn't going down that much. When in actuality, in TGH for the past 3 days, we've been talking about AEO, still ANF, the ones that are still acting weak, not trying to get fancy, just like ANF and AEO. Urban was another good short I liked, and that should be a short. Look, that was the one that broke. That looks like GTLB of the retailers. Urban. That broke. Guess jeans. People still buying jeans. TSM. Apple highs. All right. Do I have any questions as I go here? Okay. Isaac. Good poster. Isaac, another one. Bitcoin. All right. Isaac's been posting aggressively and always aggressively and emotionally, and that's fine. It's an emotional business. I'm emotional too. When the clock, when everything goes off, believe me, I cry all the time. Trust me. But when the screens go off, Cliff. Okay, what did I do in Cliff? You ask. All right, I did sell some, and I took some good money off Cliff. This is probably a situation where, if you want it to work, don't watch it. Like Coach would say, it's not that it's a heavy amount. It's not an. I should say it's not the semi. So it probably needs to shake everybody out. It's not going to do a big blast off like I wanted to do. I was giddy all last night with this Cliff, what it's going to do still, but we'll see. Okay. Apple taking calls. They're running into Apple. They're saying maybe one dead cat bounce. I get it. Tesla did the same thing. It dead cat bounced up here until it didn't. Now it's going the other way. So everybody wants to throw some money and park some money before the weekend to Apple. I get it. Enough said. That's not for me at this point, but I do get it. Let's go to my Twitter feed and what they're cranking out here. You should be following my Twitter feed, and I'm not saying that from any egotistical standpoint. It's just quality versus quantity over my Twitter feed. NVIDIA is the third largest company in the world, just fell 10% in 30 minutes. Okay, everybody's talking about. Guess I should have held my put longer, meaning if you're trying to catch the top, you're never going to catch the meat of it. Believe me, it's easier to make it on the way down. Word of caution. Option expiration day. One of the best traders, if not futures traders out there. You got to take care of them, though. Mark Eccleberry. Brilliant. One word of caution. You can't hold on ES option expiration day. That's why these things are moving like this. Semis all over the place. AMD. So everybody's trading the same things. I'm not doing anything special. I just do things special, maybe a little bit better. Right? We're all doing the same thing. Grades trade. Okay. Yeah. Even this is the Jesus feed. GE Larry. We even had Larry on here before, a friend of Coach's. You know, Larry's one of the best traders in the country. 100,000 followers, and Coach had him on. You understand that? VIX, it's popping. All right, now we'll look at the VIX charts. My biggest loser in the long-term account. Maybe they'll give me some relief. Bitcoin sellers are not making this all-time high easy. TrendSpider, another one of our friends. What are they looking at? Literally one of our friends. All right, there it is. Is it triple top? All right, listen. It depends how you want to interpret this. But you know what? You don't really have to make much of it, except it's got price action, range, and volume. That's all we really want, right? That's why everybody's tuning in. Notifications. All right, any questions? Because I'm going to be here and I'm going to start trading. Roku bullish. How does that happen? All right, let's look at this because I'm not stopping. You want to sign off, go sign off, get a sandwich. Okay, what's bouncing when the market's going down? Percent gainers, 15 minutes. What's going up? OSEA hot. NVD, MMND was all over the place yesterday. UVIX, LYT was the hottest stock on the board yesterday. That's a fact. If you don't know that, go watch yesterday's video or go to Yahoo Finance. Nothing's bouncing. What's bouncing in the last 15 minutes? A couple of label going down. Nothing. ETF, 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 ETF. You get the picture, okay? It's approaching a lunchtime on Friday. Listen to Coach on a couple of things. You might not make your month on a Friday. You'll probably have a better chance of losing it. And the second one is to count your pips and your blessings. Count both while you're praying. You know what? I never really pray about the market. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's really very empirical for me. That's why I'm able to keep emotional. Like outside that, I consider myself a religious person. You know, maybe I curse a little bit too much. I break a bunch of commandments, but what are you going to do? Who doesn't? So I'll leave it at there if there's any questions. I'm just going to read. Okay, here's a common thought here too. It's a good opinion. Not chasing the semis, but buying a dip in Apple. Let's see how that works out for the short term. Bears on the move today, selling into strength. All right, so that's what we're doing. You know, maybe some buying is buying Kentucky Fried Chicken. I haven't traded Kentucky Fried Chicken. I swear to God, maybe I trade that once. As a matter of fact, I don't even like it. But it's below the 200 day. It's taking calls though. Should be buying more sweet green here at this level. They make salads and such. Sweet green. Yeah, you know what I mean. Actually, it's coming to the gapper here. All right, I'll leave it there. Mike V, thanks for tuning in all week. Thank you for everybody for really participating. You know what I mean? I don't want to say I have a thick skin where we have a thick skin in the room meeting. We're allowed of a lot of opinions, but you know the reason why I haven't been punched in the face yet. Sometimes it's not what I say; it's how I say it. Maybe you can reverberate it back to how you type. I get it, but more importantly, that everybody keeps sharing, gives high level opinions. Just more eyes, the better. That's the way it is. All right. So cheers. Thanks for sharing. TGH. Sign into Tradeview Markets as well. Get yourself a demo. Thank you.